Hello dear students, I am Rachna and welcome to another lecture on the data structure series. Now in this program we are going to discuss about polynomial evaluation. So we are using C++ again to perform evaluation of a polynomial. So what a polynomial is, it's like a mathematical equation. So there will be many terms and each of these terms will have two parts. One will be a coefficient and other will be the exponent. Alright, so coefficient is something that is having a constant value, like in the expression 2x square. So there 2 stands for the coefficient and this variable part, that x is the variable part, and this square, that is power of 2, in example 2x raised to 2, is our exponent part. Okay, so 3 parts here. We have our coefficient, exponent and our variable term. So what we are running in this program is we are only using a single variable polynomial. Alright, so we can start the program. So as every C program, C++ program starts, we have our int main function, and inside this int main we have to receive the input, that is we have to read the polynomial. So for that we have used this function getPoly, and this n1 will store, it is an integer value, you can see here, this n1 will store how many terms are present in our polynomial. Alright, now after reading the polynomial we will display the polynomial using displayPoly function. Then we will evaluate using evaluate function. So we are going to see each of these individual methods, that is getPoly, displayPoly and evaluate separately. Alright, so first we will see how you will read the polynomial using getPoly function. Alright, so firstly we will have to define the polynomial. The polynomial is created using array of structures. So each term in my polynomial will have two components, coefficient and exponent, which I have denoted using COEFF variable and expo variable. Alright, and since we have more than one term, so it becomes an array of structure. Alright, so in getPoly function what we do is we will ask for how many number of elements are there in the polynomial, and that number will be stored in t1 variable. Alright, and then the coefficient and exponent of each of the polynomial term has to be input, and it will be stored into an array, and the array will have two parts actually because we have used structure. So p0.coefficient will have one value, p0.expo will have another value. Alright, then increment the array index. That means next will be p1.coefficient, then p1.expo. Alright, so similarly you have to input all the polynomial elements one by one, and finally this t1 will be returned to the calling function that is inside our int main. Okay, so this is how you read the polynomial. So after we have read the polynomial, our next duty is to display the polynomial. So what I have used here is, my function name is displayPoly. Alright, and here my input is the array of structure which I had created and number of terms that I want to display. Alright, so in the next step we need to display each polynomial term one by one. So if my polynomial is having 3 terms, so my index will go from 0 to 3 minus 1, that is 2. Alright, then we need to display p0 its coefficient followed by x to the power of whatever p0 exponent is. Alright, and then we need to put a plus sign in between them, right? And after that we will have to iterate again, and we will display poly1.coefficient followed by x raised to the exponent value, Now, since we have three variables, so what will happen is the last term will have no followers after that. That means after the third term, there should not be any other term. So we don't have to append this plus sign also. So what we are doing only until our index 0 and 1, right? So here the index goes to k less than term minus 1. That means k less than 3 minus 1 is equal to 2. That means only until the index 0 and 1, if my terms are 3, it will be executed. And the last term will be displayed with, okay, poly index 2 dot coefficient followed by x raised to the power poly exponent without plus sign. Alright, so until the second last term, you are displaying the coefficient and exponent with a plus sign, and in the last term, just exit from the loop and simply display the coefficient value and the exponent value. So this is how you will display the polynomial terms here. Right, so we have read the polynomial, we have displayed the polynomial. Now what we have to do is we need to evaluate the polynomial. That means instead of x, you put a value and then find what value it will give. In this evaluate function, we are giving input n1, which is a number of terms, and our polynomial is passed as argument. Now it will ask you for enter the value of x for evaluation. So enter the value for x that you want to substitute. Now initially the sum value is 0. Then what you have to do is inside the for loop iterate until all terms are traversed and increment the value of sum. Sum is added with each index coefficient multiplied by power of x raised to whatever exponent is given there. Alright, for example, you are having the term 2x raised to 3. Alright, so initially it will be 0 plus, and my x value is, imagine it is 3. Imagine I have input x equal to 3. So what it will do in step 1 is, it will add 0 with 2 into 3 raised to the power 3. Alright, so that sum will be kept on stored in the variable sum itself, and until all terms are evaluated, this process is repeated. Alright, so this is the explanation of the program for reading the polynomial, displaying the polynomial, and finally finding the sum of the polynomial. Now I will take you to the output of the program. Alright, so this is the output of the program. So we are entering the details of the polynomial. So I am entering how many terms I have. It is 3. Now I will individually input the coefficient and exponent 3, 2, 4, 1, 5 and 0. Alright, so number of terms I have is 3. And the polynomial is 3x raised to 2. You can see here 3 was my first coefficient and 2 is my exponent. So 3x raised to 2 plus 4x raised to 1 plus 5x raised to 0. Alright, so this is what we did in the display function. We had, except the last term, till the second last term, we kept on appending plus sign. Then entering the value of x for evaluation, I have substituted value 3 here, and these steps are giving me individual sum values. Alright, so initially the sum value was 0, then it became 27, then 39 and then 44 in the final iteration, and the resultant value of the polynomial is 44. Alright, so this was a C++ program to evaluate a polynomial expression. Thank you for watching this video. Stay tuned for more data structure videos. Thank you again. Thanks a lot.